Hi, I am Laura Diehl, speaker and author of the book When Tragedy Strikes, and I am here to give you a word of encouragement, a word for those who have lost a child and are grieving and are struggling. And the thing that I want to share with you today is to encourage you to get around other grieving or bereaved parents who are further down the road than you are. It is extremely helpful to be able to be with other parents who get it. They get what you're going through, they get the darkness, they get that it takes forever, it takes months, it takes years. And, we all have people in our lives who mean well, but they think we should be over this by now. They think we shouldn't have pictures of our children around still. Maybe at the office, you're kind of creeping me out. When are you going to take your kid's picture down? Those kinds of things. Or maybe I heard recently about someone who has their child's ashes, and they think you should have those out of your house by now. Just those kinds of things. They are not helpful to us at all, are they? People mean well. Sometimes people don't mean well. They just are trying to be comfortable around us, and we make them uncomfortable because we're grieving. And unfortunately, that's our society, our culture that we live in here. But what you need to do is get around parents who know what you're going through, and they get it, and maybe they're a little bit further down the road than you are, and so they can offer you a hand of hope, a hand of light and life again, and you can see that somehow they've gotten past this and they're living a fulfilled life. It does not mean that we don't cry. It does not mean we have setbacks. It does not mean that we don't miss our child deeply, and that it affects us deeply, and just sneaks up on us when we don't expect it. Still, that will always be the case until we ourselves leave this earth and can join our child. But at least we, as someone who's been through it, we can give you encouragement and walk with you as bereaved parents who are just a little bit further down this road. And we're all different. It all's going to take a different amount of time for each of us. Last summer, I went to a retreat for grieving moms. I made myself go. I didn't want to be around a room full of women like me, just mess and falling apart. And I thought I didn't want to just be sitting around and crying all day with all these other women. But like I said, I made myself go, and that is not what it was like at all. It was so wonderful to be around a room full of women like me. Actually, we didn't sit around crying. Yes, there were tears, and sometimes we cried at the same time, sometimes we cried at different times. And the awesome thing is that whenever tears came for anyone, there was no explanation needed whatsoever. We all got it. And there was just such a beautiful connection in that room with each other. We laughed together. We healed together. I just had a greater measure of healing come into my life on this grief journey. It was so wonderful that I decided I have to bring this back home. I have to do this for our ministry, GPS Hope, Grieving Parents Sharing Hope. And so tomorrow is our 1-day retreat for grieving moms. And I'm getting more and more excited about it. And it really kind of almost pushed me over the top excited today. I've been spending a few hours running around, last minute errands, picking up things that I need. And one of the very last things I picked up, I want to show you. It's absolutely, look at that. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And every mom that comes tomorrow is going to get one of those beautiful white roses to take home. And I don't know, something about, they were just so beautiful when I picked them up. I just can't wait to bless these women tomorrow at this retreat. And I want to invite you, since it's tomorrow, it's a little late to sign up, obviously, but you can join us live if you catch this soon enough. Tomorrow will be August 27th, 2016, if you're watching this at a later date. But at 3:30, my last session that I'm going to be speaking, we're going to have people speaking all day and breaking into small groups and doing different things all day long. But I'm going to be speaking at 3:30, and my session is called Where is God in Your Grief? So we're going to be doing that as a Facebook Live on our Facebook page, GPS Hope. So if you're not a member there, if you haven't liked it, go ahead and like it and hop over there. Tomorrow at 3:30 Central Time, you'll be able to watch that session. And then from there at 4:10, right about that time, we're actually going to take communion together. We're going to serve communion. And as grieving moms, we're going to come together in unity under the blood of Jesus and remind ourselves about the hope, the finality of the hope that we have in the Lord. This world is not our home. This world is not our final place. We are going to be going on. Thank you to what Jesus did. And so if you want to join us either at 3:30 for the session or at 4:10 for communion, like I said, go on to Facebook and find us at GPS Hope and just join in on the page. You'll see us there live. And one other thing, I always end with a word of hope, literally a word of hope that I like to show everybody. And I was at the dollar store today getting some of the things I needed, and I found something really cool and awesome, and I think I'm probably going to give it away tomorrow to one of the ladies, but I'll share this with you now. This is our word of hope today. Isn't that awesome? Hope and joy. Remember, we are here to be a light of hope in your place of darkness. You have a blessed, wonderful weekend.